Welcome to another episode of Distilling the West. I'm your host Dan, joined by my co-host Dave. How you doing, Dave?
I am doing well. I'm doing well. How about you?
Doing good, man. I'm really liking this January weather, getting a little heat coming back in. It's been a little frigid. So yeah, doing good.
Yeah.
What's been up with you lately?
Talking about frigid, I went to take out the trash when I was going to work the other morning, and my garbage can lid was frozen to the can, and so I had to kick it a couple times to open it.
That's a solid method.
It is.
Solid
It is.
method.
It is. And
Not
I'll.
loose.
So I know you're on the social medias, right?
Yep.
So have you been seeing all of like the 2016, like the 10 years ago posts?
I definitely, yeah, get those Facebook memories and stuff like that, but
So
anything particular?
yeah, yeah. So I've been seeing it all over the Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff of friends posting, 2016 stuff. And roughly 45 seconds before we started recording, we were talking about ringtones on
Oh,
phones back in the day. I mentioned that Big Pimpin' was my ringtone for a very long time.
solid.
What was your ringtone back in the early 2000s or whenever the heck that was?
Dude, I am not gonna remember back that
No?
far. Oh,
No?
yeah, I don't have an answer for you.
I, Producer Dave, do you remember what yours was? Anything embarrassing? Just me?
It was some techno song, I'm sure.
I believe that. I believe that. All right, so I'm the only one with the embarrassing one. Anyway, celebrating January.
Yeah,
As many do, we are celebrating with Rye January today.
hell yeah. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I had the thought we should do a little blind tasting. We haven't really done much blind tasting, and it's not a full blind. We might have an idea of one or two of these pours that are in here, but we had the lovely Miss Katie pour up these, so we don't know what's in what glass. So we are blinding it in that way. Um, but I definitely had to pull it from the collection. So I know it's in there, but I tried to keep it a mystery from you guys, but we may have snuck a peek. But it's nice, we don't know the order, and I don't think you guys saw everything that's in there.
Yeah, honestly, I sure do. And I love the idea of blind tastings. I think they're so fun. So I am very much looking forward to this because I
Nice.
think I only know what one of the bottles was, maybe. Yeah, just the one, really. And so we'll see if I can pick it out of the lineup.
Yeah, and it being Rye January, it was making me reflect like, man, we have tasted a lot of amazing ryes.
Yeah.
And I think I've kind of talked about it on a couple episodes, but I think we've been kind of uh, on the tip of those more single grainish whiskeys like
Mhm.
wheat whiskey, rye,
Triticale.
yeah, the Triticale, kind of the best of both worlds you get in there. So, um, I don't know. I was tasting some of these and I was reflecting, I'd probably put these up against some of the bigger dog ryes out there, to be quite frank. But, these are some that really struck my palate. So I thought, why don't we taste through these and see where we rank them? So let's get into the first one on the nose here.
Yeah, I honestly, I've already got a guess on this, and I don't know if it's because the only bottle I remember seeing, or one of the two bottles I remember seeing, actually.
Okay.
There's a lot to the nose here. I almost get like kind of a dark chocolatey, coffee-y nose on this. Is that just me?
No, there is some of those darker kind of like bitter notes, like
Yeah.
not bitter in a bad way, but I like bitter as a flavor when it's done right. Yeah, I definitely get that rye grain in there. Yeah, I kind of get a little bit of the spice.
And I just realized we don't have the cheat sheet of what's what up here.
Oh yeah,
So
we might
hopefully
have
producer Dave's running to go grab that now. Um,
we might have to cut and then we'll come back.
yeah, this is good. Yeah, it's definitely good. A little It's robust. It's more robust than I normally think of in a rye, and I don't get the rye spice that you often get. Like there's no punching in the mouth here. Um, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but to me, it's not a rye's rye. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and what's funny is I brought these and I know what's in here, but I am struggling. Like I'm not exactly trying to figure, oh, this is this one and that. I'm kind of
Yeah.
trying to do it straight up, but I just found that interesting. Going, oh, I don't know which one this is, so I like that aspect.
So, producer Dave, can we ask you to cheat and look at what drink number 1 or drink number A, I didn't even see how these were labeled, but the first one is?
Yeah,
Cool, thank you.
we'll get through them here and then figure out. So, okay, we're not. That's our solo pour. We'll kind of figure out where we personally want to rank these. I
Yeah.
think would be a great.
I mean, so far, this is by far the number 1 of what we've had so far.
Good call. Good call.
Alright, so moving on to number 2, you're getting a good nose in there. Something right off the bat?
Yeah, I'm guessing that this one is a malted rye. Um, I can kind of get that breadier note that comes with the malting process. It kind of softens it up. Usually, it's not as as spicy.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely get more the cereal grains, like you said. And now that I see what the bottles are and I know what my options are, I have a guess for this one just based on the nose.
mm,
Yeah. This tastes like a single grain almost to me with that like a malted rye, at least off the nose.
yeah,
Mm. Yeah. Again, I think the palate's unique here. Definitely more rye spice than the first one. That's for sure.
yeah. I agree. Definitely more robust on the spicy aspect. Get some of those peppery notes coming in.
Yeah, strong peppery notes, and again, way more rye flavor. And I don't want to say this tastes more craft than the other one, but to me, it has that more unique flavor, and so to me, that tends to make me think it's one of the smaller distilleries on our table here.
Yeah, definitely. Um, all right, so I swapped my order there because I like that first one just a little bit more.
Yep. So now I'm gonna try number 3 here.
I came back to the nose on that first one. That's actually pretty good.
All right, nosing number
Oh,
3.
wow, this is really light and sweet
Yeah,
in comparison.
definitely. Again, there a little bit of spice on the nose, but not a ton. It's that sweetness that really carries through for me.
Yeah, I kind of get a little bit of almost like a bubblegum sweetness. I mean, it's not like a full on bubblegum, but kind of in that wheelhouse of
Oh yeah.
yeah, so you get the bubblegum.
Yeah, right off, first thing on the palate, probably because you were talking about it at the time, but there it is, way more sweet than either of the first 2, but still a little bit of spice that carries through, I think, from the nose through the finish.
Yeah. This one's probably a contender between the our first one and this one for me. I'm torn on that, but I think I will have to come back to it.
Yeah, for me, I've got that as my number 1. I like the sweetness, and I like that the spice carries through,
Mm,
where the first one we tried didn't have as much spice, and while I appreciate the cereal grainy notes from number 2,
mhm.
I prefer the others,
Yeah,
personally.
yeah, yeah. I'd agree with that. I do like the sweeter side on the rise. Yeah, and I agree with you on the spice. I really liked it. Kind of
Yeah.
rode the wave the whole time. It was the second one was a really big pop of spice.
Yep. Yeah, I agree, and, yeah, it was more of a taste adventure. Alright, now I'm sipping on or sniffing on number 4 here. I don't get as much there's not a big nose to it for me.
No, no.
Not saying it's bad, it's just oh, you're getting a little more now?
I would say this is also in the realm of a little bit sweeter. I'm not getting much punch on the nose. Yeah, this is sister to that other one.
Yeah, and for me, on the palate going all the way through to the finish, I didn't really feel that rye spice till the end. A little bit at the end of the palate, and definitely on the finish is where I got the spice. Not a whole lot in the first impression.
This one, I think, is contending for second place for me.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where it lies just yet. I wanna try number 5 first, and then might have to go back and revisit numbers 2, 3, and 4 just to see
Yeah,
where they kinda land.
yeah, I agree.
Alright, so this is the last one. Um, whoa. Based on the color and what we've got on the table, I've got a really good guess as to what this one
Yeah.
is.
This, on the nose, I'm kinda getting that, like, almondy, um, note, maybe a little bit of cherry, which I kinda usually typically associate a little bit more with the bourbon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the cherry cola-ish for me, so kinda like the, what's the Wild Turkey 101 in kinda that area.
Mm.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kinda got on the taste, coffee-ish, darker, flavor going on. Um, man,
Yeah.
it goes on. It definitely kinda coats my mouth for
Yep,
sure.
still there.
Still there. This one, ooh, mm,
Alright, so I'm gonna taste through some of these. At
yeah,
this point, based on how they're sitting on the table, I don't remember what number is what. So, let's see what we've got here. I'm gonna taste my 2 contenders for number 1 first.
I got a Canundi going on here. I think I like this one the best. Let me make sure I'm getting it right.
Yep, that's the bubble gummy one for me, and then there's this one.
Ooh. Ooh, actually, okay, now I'm coming back to this. I really like the nose on this one. This one might pull ahead of that bubblegummy one.
Yeah, is that the number 5, the last one? They're honestly, they're all really good.
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm looking forward to being surprised.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm gonna put this one ahead of that bubblegummy one, actually. Oh, but that's good too. So here's the dilemma: is we had some other ryes and they're good too, but we didn't. I feel like after you kind of get through number five, number six, your palate might start to get a little confused. So we could have done a top 10 here. I wanted to narrow it, down to maybe top 5 here so that, we could do other things today.
Yes,
So it's
if
still
we did
have
10, I would be completely
yeah,
exhilarated for
yeah,
tonight.
and I think the results might get a little washed out in that. So, I tried to make a little bit of an executive decision as far as, um, what I thought were kind of our standouts from I guess over the last 2 years, but, no, there's definitely some in there that probably coulda just as easily been in this lineup, but some difficult decisions were made.
All right, I have got my final lineup ready. How about you, Dan?
I need one more second over
Okay. All right. And then now I feel OCD as I constantly readjust my glasses here. I'm sure this makes for amazing video and even better audio.
mm, okay, well, I can't talk about what numbers or what now. I guess I
Yeah.
could look, but, um, okay, and I think
All right. And our viewers probably tell what one of the ones on our table is just from the top of that bottle.
I come back to this, and this is really good.
Huh.
I feel like as I've kind of gotten my palate used to the rye,
Yeah.
as I'm coming back on this second come around here, some of the flavors are kind of popping a little bit for me here that where initially maybe it fell a little bit more flat. I'm kind of struggling here to be honest.
All right. Well, we do have, I don't want to say we have a time limit, but we don't want to keep you guys too long. All right.
Okay. Let me just I'm confirming that choices. I need a final answer here.
There we go. Final answer? Oh, last minute
Last
switch?
minute switch.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay, Namerville, what is our number one here that oh, number one, I got number one.
I got number 5. What is so which one is 1, which one is 5? All right.
Uh,
So Dan's number 1 is Bolt Rye.
yeah, that's their bottled and bond. That's from Alchemy Distilling out of Arcata. Ooh, mirror image. Uh, That yeah, it's at 101 proof.
This was my number one.
This is 100% rye, and this one has always surprised me. It being 100% rye, how many sweet notes I get off of this one. So,
And then here was my number one pick. It was
nice.
the Woodinville, aged 8 years, which I'm trying to remember back to our tasting talk on this. I liked it, but didn't love it. So I'm gonna say with a little bit of time,
Optimization.
yes, exactly. That was my number one. So and oh, it was not in the Woodinville glass. I didn't bring a Woodinville glass. Oh well. All right. So my number two was number three.
My number two was also three.
So consensus number two, Redwood Empire, Emerald Giant Rye Whiskey Cask Strength. So we know they're doing good stuff down there, and yeah, this confirms it. And this is making me very surprised at my order.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
It is.
There we
It
go.
is. So let's see. Number three.
Well,
Oh,
just real
yeah.
quick, on the Redwood Empire, it's at 57.7%, so 115.4,
That's
and
correct.
it's a 92% rye, 5 malted barley, 3 wheat.
Oh.
Um, and one thing I noticed on the label here
Hmm.
is, where does it say it?
I don't know.
Is it on this one?
I don't know.
Oh, yes, there it is.
Yes.
It says bottled in California, Indiana, Kentucky, bottled by Empire. So I think what they're doing with this one is a little bit of a blend.
Yeah.
Um, I'm guessing the Indiana's MGP. We're not going to know what Kentucky is, and then some of their own juice in this one.
Yeah. It's good. Obviously, we all like it.
Yeah, and recently they had a sale, and normally these are like, I think, 70, $80,
Yeah.
and it was on sale for $30.
Oh
So
wow.
I went out and grabbed two of these.
That's
Give one
ridiculous.
for a holiday gift.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Number three.
Number three,
My number three. Number four.
I got number two.
So this is number four. So this was my number three. In my heart, it's my number one Midwinter Night's Dram. This is Act 13, which is the newest act. Um, I will say one funny thing about Midwinter Night's Dram is when you see people talking about it, this year's release is always the worst, and the release from 3 or 4 years ago was always the best, and that changes every single year.
Yeah.
So in a year or two, this will be the best Midwinters ever released. I don't know. I just think it's funny seeing people talk about it like
Yeah.
that. It's perennially my favorite every year. I make sure to have a bottle.
Yeah.
And so that was my number three. Dan, yours was
Number two. Did we already say what that was?
I don't think so. I think that's the one we haven't looked at yet. Yes, it is.
All right. So this one was sent to us by Kevin Oslan over at Old Potrero. And this one we didn't do in our interview, but he was gracious enough to send it. And it's part of their California Cellar series. So it's a rye finished in Gewürztraminer barrels.
Oh, yeah.
And it's age 5 years, 8 months. I think they do quite a bit of time in the Gewürz barrel there, and it is 57.3% alcohol, so about 114, right?
Yeah, I've got to say, you nailed Gewürztraminer the first time, and then I noticed how you shortened it for the second time. Probably safer that way.
It's fun to say Gewürzt.
It is. It is.
Okay,
All right. So now,
and we'll record our results here so that you can see Dave's
yeah,
top
picked
ranking and my top ranking here because I feel like we're getting a little in the weeds.
yes. What's so? My number four was number one.
My number four was number five, the Woodinville 8 year.
And so mine was the Bolt Rye for number four. And my number five was number two, which was the Old Potrero. And what was your final one?
Oh, final one. Um, well, just real quick, this 8 year, 100 proof.
Yep.
And then my final one was number four. Oh, okay. So the High West.
That was the Midwinters.
And yeah, like to your point there, the Act 12 last year's when we did the interview, that one was really good. I liked that one a ton. Um, And I did feel like this year, maybe it wasn't as good, but still really good. I mean, it's just hard to beat every year,
Yeah.
and I wanna grab a bottle for sure. I agree with you, it's kind of polarizing
Mhm.
for some folks. They're just like, "Oh, it's, high price for what it is." I think it's great,
I think it's worth it. I love it.
and it's great, for when it's released and we're on holiday break and stuff, and it's like, with the name, I mean,
Yeah.
come on, you get a nice cold winter's night, and I feel like it has that really good spice to it that does give it that warming effect that's just such good winter pour. So, um, we wanna thank everyone that sent us stuff. I mean, we had some purchases here, with these guys, but, we did interviews with them, they sent us stuff, so we wanna thank them,
Of course.
and all of these here, like I said, these were kind of what I was pulling out of the collection as some of my top buys, so you are not gonna miss if you go out and get one of these bottles for sure. So, yeah, I had fun.
Yeah, I did too. And really, the joys of a blind tasting is you never really know. Obviously, you never know what you're gonna get, and you're gonna get some surprises. Um, Again, that wooden bill, I love. I'm tapping it. You can't see it. There we go. That wooden bill. I love everything they put out. And when I first tasted this, it was not my absolute favorite, but obviously today it was. So it's very, very good. I don't think you can go wrong again
Yeah,
with
great.
anything on the table. And I highly encourage anyone out there who enjoys whiskey, try a blind tasting, get a friend, get what spouse, whatever you want to do, get someone to pour them up for you, and just kind of try it without knowing what it is. And you might be surprised with what you'll find.
I totally agree with that. Yeah. Again, can't go wrong with these pours. And, guys, tag us in your favorite Western rye pour. I know we have a bunch of good ones coming up in some of our interviews, and I didn't put that one in here. But let's just say it is a 10-year rye coming out of the West that I think could easily hold its own in here. So stay tuned for more, guys.
Yeah, we will definitely be doing more of these blind tastings. It's a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and I don't know which one to grab. I'm gonna grab my top one here. Cheers, sir.
Cheers.